What's up, guys? So some of you know that I love tea. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. And one of my favorite teas is green tea, and I drink it every single morning. So I thought to myself, why don't I make green tea chocolate chip cookies? So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So what you're going to need to make these green tea chocolate chip cookies is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which I've already got in my medium mixing bowl, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, 5 tablespoons of vegan buttery spread, 2.5 tablespoons green tea matcha powder, I think that's how you say it, I forget, it sounds right, 2/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 2/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon vegan sugar. This is Florida Crystal certified vegan and organic sugar, so make sure it's vegan sugar if you want these to be vegan. A half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, 3 tablespoons of water, and some ground flaxseed. Which leads me into the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to make our flax egg. Oh, I just remembered that you also need a pinch of salt. I just didn't put it in one of these things because it doesn't really make sense to put a pinch of salt in one of them. So that's another ingredient that you need, a pinch of salt. Alright, so to make your flax egg, what you're going to do is you're going to take your 3 tablespoons of water and you're going to put a tablespoon of ground flaxseed into it. So we'll measure that out. I'm going to use my finger just as a knife. Put that in there. And then what you're going to do is take a fork or a spoon, whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter. And you're going to mix this up pretty well. Alright, so that looks pretty good. We're going to set this off to the side for 10 minutes and continue with the rest of our mixing. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take a medium-sized mixing bowl and we're going to mix together our flour, our green tea matcha powder, our baking powder, and our salt. So I've already got my all-purpose flour in this medium-sized mixing bowl, so I'm just going to add my green tea matcha powder, the baking powder, and then I'm going to get some salt. I want to get one of those measuring spoons that's like just a pinch. But just for this, I'm just going to guesstimate what a pinch is and just be like, okay, boom, there we go. Alright, so we're just going to mix that together. Oh, shoot. I get a little bit crazy when I'm baked, okay? Got some of the stuff everywhere. Alright, so this looks pretty good. Now we're going to move on to mixing the rest of our ingredients. And that includes the sugar, the applesauce, and the butter. And then I'll show you what we do with the chocolate chips in a moment. So, we're going to take our sugar. Whoa, missing something there. Okay. Our applesauce. Let's get the spoon going here. Try to get all of this. And our butter, which I have pre-softened to make it easier to stir. So there you go. There's our, and we're just going to mix that together like so. Alright, so that's pretty well mixed. One more thing that we're going to add is our flax egg. So just pour that in there. By now it's pretty gooey and whatnot from sitting. So we'll mix that in. You can put the flax egg in there when you add the rest of the ingredients here, but I just like to put it in last. I don't know why, but I just favor that. Alright, so that's pretty well mixed. Now what we're going to do is in small batches add our flour mixture. So let's just start by adding a little bit here. I'll do it this way so the other camera can see it. Let's start off with that much. And we will stir that together. This is my first time making these, so it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. This looks like guacamole. Does it not? This kind of looks like guacamole. Okay, so let's add the second round of, it looks like I could have softened my butter a little bit better, but oh well. Like I said on the last episode, I'm not a professional baker. Slurred my speech. I'm not drunk. Okay, so let's do that. We are baking cookies. We are baking cookies. We are baking cookies. I wonder how they'll taste. If you know what that was in the style of, let me know in the comments below. That was super corny and cheesy. I don't know why, but that just popped in my head, so I had to sing it. So that looks pretty good. I should keep the size a little bit better, but let's just add I think I'm gonna be doing this in 4 batches. You can do this as in as many batches as you want, but it looks like I'm gonna do 4 batches. So I'll do that, and let's. Yeah, I don't know if the second camera can see it. I'll do it like this time. Well, try to be careful. It's hard to mix when you're tilting the bowl. Oh my god, I need to like take a break. Or here, let me try using my this is not gonna work. Let's try doing this is not gonna work though. Oh, okay, wait, actually that looks kind of good, so let's just add the rest in here. Boom, boom, boom. Put this out of the way. There we go. Whoa, watch out. Ah, dang it, I keep doing that. I get a little bit crazy. This is the first time in a long time that I've made cookies from scratch, so this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so let me just get all the sides here. That's what it looks like. Alright, so now we are going to fold in the chocolate chips. So we'll just put them in there like so. Like that, I guess. I don't know. And we're going to use a big spatula, whatever the hell you want to call it, to do this. So, slow is the name of the game. So you're just going to slowly just kind of go like this. I never learned how to fold, so this is how the internet taught me. So, I don't know. Whatever. So, as you can see there, I'm just folding in the chocolate chips. Oh, I just realized there's still some chocolate chips in here. They must have got stuck to the side. So, let's quickly fold those in. My bad. Alright, so now that all the chocolate chips are folded into our cookie dough, we are going to freeze it for 30 minutes so that it's easier to handle and shape when we put the cookie dough onto our baking sheets. Alright, so now that our cookie dough is out of the freezer, it's time to start preparing our cookies for the oven. So what you're going to need is 2 baking sheets lined with parchment paper. I'm only going to show you how to do this with 1 baking sheet though. And so what you're going to need is a tablespoon. Something that, yeah, tablespoon measurer. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, yeah. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to take a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon. So something along the lines of this maybe. And you're going to shape this into a ball. Like so, see that? And you're going to place it on the parchment paper, and then you're going to flatten it out. I just heard a crunch. Whoa, whoa, it's sticking to my hand, it's sticking to my hand. And it's going to stick, somewhat. And so there you go, that's the first one, and you're just going to keep doing this until you line your baking sheet. Okay, so hopefully that's going to work. I'm going to keep doing this, and then I think that's going to work. I'm just going to keep doing this, okay? Alright, so I got done with my first baking sheets. They're not all perfectly round, but who cares? They're still cookies. Once you get done putting cookie dough on both of your baking sheets, what you're going to do is bake them in an oven that's been preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and bake them for 14 to 16 minutes or until the bottoms start to look brown. So I'm going to move on to my second baking pan, and I'll be back once the cookies are baked and cooled. Alright, so here are our cookies. Yay, cookies! I'm super excited. I've never made these before, so I'm kind of nervous to taste them, but I'm super excited. And on top of that, I'm pretty hungry right now. So anyway, let's get right into the cookies. Look at that. They look amazing. They kept their green color, which is awesome. So they look a little bit funky, but bon appetit. Let's try this. That is really good. You get some of the green tea flavor, but then you got the chocolate chips in there to balance it out, which is really good. Alright, so you can find this recipe and more on my website at PTrippy.com/recipes. If there's anything that you would like to see me bake vegan, let me know in the comments below, and I might just make your wishes come true. If you smiled while watching this video, please give this video a thumbs up down below. Also down below is the subscribe button, and click it now. I upload awesome content like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so subscribe now to avoid missing out. Alright, so I'm PTrippy, I love you guys, and as always, thanks for watching. Oh wait, I can't punch. Sorry, hold on, and we go. Oh!